So let's say you want to make a Discord server. The first thing you should have is a welcome chat. So you should have information, some extra stuff that you want, and if you have a server, you want to have an IP and port, which it's not necessary, but you can have it. You can also have your Discord invite, which is not necessary. If you guys want to have bold or underlined, you can have 2 asterisks on each side, and if you want both want to have bold as well, you have to have 2 asterisks. That's how you do it. Not too hard. Then you have rules. Obviously, put your rules, but you should always make sure they're perfectly grammared, because you don't want people to be like a little bit confused. You should have in-game rules if you're doing an in-game server, which is really useful because people can look on Discord and look at it. Also, if you want to improve quality, you can have stuff on the top, like a little message, which you just right-click on, just click on this, and you just put it in here. Now, for announcements, all you really need to know for this one is don't spam people without everyone like I did, which that was only because I did some stuff. Don't judge me, but yeah. All right, let's go to the rules. The first thing for rules, go on everyone, turn off TTS. Everything else, it's up to you. Stuff for emojis, you should use that for channel only, but for my server, right now it's off. I'm probably going to do it for channel specific soon, but that's just for now. Everything else, up to you. Never, ever, ever turn on administrator or audit log for your members like this. If you really want to, you can make your own member role, but you should get bots like Salt Bot for like stuff, automation like that, and moderation. It's really good. Other bots are just for fun and stuff, for music and all that. Make a bot role to organize all your bots. You can make an accepted pending role for application acceptance, whatever. Other server owners that you want, YouTubers, if you get those, moderators, developers, basically the general stuff, admins. They get, especially for head administration, should get everything. But, you know, they already have an administrator, so they get everything already. Now, Discord doesn't have a lot of things you can do with roles, but you can still have deafen, mute, speak, connect, stuff like that. Not too hard. You should be able to do it. But that's it. That's honestly it that you have really to do. But there's nicknames, manage channels, rules. You guys got the gist. Alright. Next. This is webhooks. So basically you can connect like a server to Discord or other websites. But if you want to connect, let's say like Unturned to your Discord, you have to pay money for a plugin, which is sort of expensive. It's like 15 bucks. But it is something really cool you can do. Like you could set up a console here. You can just check in every single time. But you can do a lot of other cool stuff, but I don't really use it. I mean, I'm not really one to use this kind of stuff. So if you guys want to look into this, you guys can. I might make another video about webhooks, but that'll have to be later. And next stuff. Widgets are basically bots. You can do a lot of stuff with them. You can automate a lot of things. They send a lot of messages and stuff like that. I don't really know how to make bots, so I can't be the one to tell you guys how to do this kind of stuff. But if you guys want to try it out, you can. If you want, you can just do enable server widget, and you can do stuff like this. It's pretty cool. But I mean, I've never done it before, so I'm not gonna really be able to tell you what to do with this. But you can try if you want. Here are your emojis. You install them from a certain website, which will be in the description. You could basically just use them as normal emojis, which is really cool. They let you have 50 for free. Honestly, really cool. You guys should use them if you want, but you don't have to. You can even rename them if you want, which is really cool. So this is the audit log. This is basically where your console tells you everything that happens. So if anyone betrays you and basically kicks people and ban people, basically like this, but this wasn't a betrayal. And it basically will tell you everything that happened. It's really useful if someone's doing something bad. I really recommend you guys use it. It'll tell you anything that happens, but you won't be notified. It's just a useful tool that Discord gives you for free. Honestly, it's really helpful and you should use it. For overview, you want to have your name for your server, your region, and you can make an AFK chat. So basically, if someone's not talking for a while, just auto move them to AFK and mute them. You can have an AFK timer. Over here is where you have your join text to put them in. We have a channel for that. I'll show you guys that later. You guys should also turn off all messages being a notification because it annoys people the hell out of people. So just put it on only mentions. Trust me, people will love you if you do this. You should have this on default. Alright, on to the channels now. Wow. Alright, for moderation, you want to start out with a low restriction level, and then when you get a popular Discord, you want to go with medium, so they actually have to wait a little bit. And then besides that, you should be good. Other stuff you don't really need to use, but you should be good. Nothing else really will matter. And If you want to change it, you can, but it's recommended you stay with medium or low. Medium just makes it so people won't just join and start spamming it instantly. Like, it just helps a little bit. And if you get really, really popular with Discord, you should go with 10 minutes. It's better, because then you seem a little bit more professional, like the Unturned Discord does that. I don't know. I'm just saying. So, when you start off a new server, you're going to have a general chat like this one. For this, what you want to have is basically this stuff. You have TTS off. You know, if you have it off for notifications, you're just turning it off in general on other chats. I guess you can do make habit of it. If you want, you can make it so you don't have to enable links, but you should just have this on because it doesn't do anything. Make sure this is on, and honestly, turn off mention everyone because you don't want people to spam this out and basically try to attack your server and just spam their Discord, which can happen sometimes. Everything else is up to you. Doesn't really matter. But you're going to get a lot of people talking in this chat. Also, for your bot commands, it's just for bot stuff. Make sure people use your bots here. And make sure you enforce that, because if people don't use your bot commands, they're just going to use it in the general chat. It's going to annoy people. And then you're going to have a memes chat over here, where people are just going to post memes. You want to make sure that people won't talk in these chats and just post memes, because it's better. And that's all for the general discussion. Let's go to the next part. Now, this is more server stuff, so if you guys want to skip this, you can. We have a server mods page where you have all the mods on our server, which is a lot, I know. Don't say anything about it. Our mod suggestions, where people suggest mods, which you guys can have anything you want for these. But for server mods, make sure that no one can type in these. Read messages, send messages, and read message history for everyone. You just have everything labeled and all that if you want. Then event ideas, people can just post their events like this, and if you want, if you scroll up all the way to the top, I have the rules for this, which it's not too detailed for right now because this is one of the earlier ones, but it's going to be revamped later on. We also have a criticism chat where people can criticize what we have, which helps us improve the server, which you can do, which really helps. If you have criticism for your server, people will tell you what you're doing wrong, and you can improve on it. This is why I really suggest people should do this. Our straw polls for everything, people can vote, which helps for democracy and stuff like that. Same permissions for the other one. Just read message history, read messages, send messages. Easy. Now for our MISC in general channels. Now this is our NSFW, which I'm not going to click on. Discord will automatically recognize this as an NSFW channel, so it will make it so whenever you click on it, are you 18 years old or whatever. Now as early as I mentioned, we had to leave join text over here, which basically just organizes everything for people joining. It's basically just something you can collect and see. Oh, look how those people joined. And then we have a bot named Me6bot, which basically shows everyone that left the server. RIP. Which just keeps everything cool. And then our general chats, obviously we have little caps, which you can go over here, and you can put a user limit. The bit rate basically improves your audio the higher it is, and the lower the audio it makes it a little bit worse. But so if you're on a phone, it won't make as much data, which is pretty useful if you have a lot of data problems. And then I put some caps on them so other people can join, because usually we had a lot of players on. Not right now because it's early. It's like 12 o'clock right now. Usually there's more people on, but we don't have that much people in Discord right now. We have our staff channels, staff and staff 2. Basically just staff channels so people can be. And that's all our voice channels and miss channels. I'm never going to click on this channel because I don't want to be demonetized. Wait, I never get demonetized. Wow. Now for our staff and application system. For staff, we have warnings. Oops, did not mean to click that. Over here we have all this. People are just getting warned here. The ban log. We only actually have one ban here, because, I mean, not many people get banned on my server. Because people follow the rules. Then our application format. If you want to make an application format, you just want to post an application here. Make one that's really nice. And make sure it's detailed. I recommend you do it in Google Docs. And make sure you force everyone else to put it in Google Docs, like this, so then they can go over 2,000 characters. Make sure you enforce people so they don't break the rules. And spam their application. Application comments, basically. Most of them are removed because they get removed after. They leave them for a day. Basically what this is for an admin or me, post a comment and at the person of the application, tell them what they did wrong or how they can improve it so people can improve their applications. Which, if you want, you could do that. Here's applications that we put in that we think are good. Now, None of these have been accepted yet, but we're waiting on them. So if we want to accept them in the staff team, we might. It's basically up to me and my head admin Jax. And then we put staff denials over here basically. But you don't really need this really. You can just tell them straight up. And that's really the application system. But you should always remember, application format, only you could type in this. Just remember, go permissions, read messages on, send messages off, read messages on. And that's how you really do applications. Now, if you're just making a server, you have to remember, you're not going to get applications. It's going to take a while. This is only if you really have a server or some kind of thing that people will want to do. It's going to be quite hard to get good people, so I'm just saying, guys, make sure you read the applications carefully and do it right. If you don't, you're going to get bad staff that are going to betray you, especially if you hire the right people to work for, if the wrong people to hire for you. There's a lot of people out there that are going to try to mess you up and do bad things to you. A lot of bad blood in this world. Alright, on to the miscellaneous stuff. Alright, now for some miscellaneous stuff, I'm going to talk about the box bot. Box bot basically does some stuff like this. You can open boxes. To set it up, I'm just not going to tell you guys how to really do that. You have to look this up, but I'm going to tell you guys how it works. So basically, you open boxes, people could fight each other. You could put a command list here, how to start here, tell people what they should do, and then just some useful info. Now, this is just a fun thing people do, and it will also honestly increase the loveliness of your community. That's a terrible word to say. And it just makes things more fun in your Discord. Keeps people interested, and they'll stay usually. Now, how to get people to join your Discord? To do this, you want to invite your friends and tell more people to join your Discord over time. Your community will grow. It's going to take a while for certain servers or certain people. If you're having community Discord, you're probably not going to grow as fast as a server Discord like mine is. Mine's 234. So mine grew really fast because mine's a major server. It has a lot of people joining it, usually 24 to 24 a lot of the times. But, I mean, if you guys really, really want to make a really nice server, it's going to take a lot of dedication, and you guys have to keep on doing that. So you want to find the right people, like Cinematics, she's really cool, or people like Jax, who does a lot of good work. People like that can really help you guys out with your Discord and stuff, and people like that can even, well, do your Discord for you. But that's not what you should do. You should all work together and do it on your own. Well, not on your own, but you get what I mean. I'm just a dumbass when I say, oh no, I'm going to get demonetized. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. And hope this tutorial helped you. Oh yeah.